Hello, my name is Kara Smith, and this is my application presentation. A societal problem that I deal a lot with as a student and study a lot about is dependency on others. When someone has an issue with dependency, they usually are unable to function without the help of someone else. Now, there are major characteristics that are present in someone with dependency issues. Dependent people have difficulty making decisions without advice or reassurance. They need others to assume responsibility in major areas of their life. They have difficulty disagreeing with others out of fear. They struggle to start projects or do things on their own. And they feel anxious when they're alone. Now, as a social work student, there are quite a few group projects that have to be done in our classes. These assignments are usually heavy weighted when it comes to our grade. So it is important that every member of our group does their part in the project. Now, if you've ever worked on a group project, you are fully aware that there is almost always at least one person within the group that depends on a lot of the other members of the group to carry them. This can either cause more work for the other members of the group, or it can even cause the group to lose points for work that is not completed. Now, applying some of the social influencing that we've learned through our readings and lectures can help with the problem of dependency in an individual that we have to work with. One of the ways that the rest of the group can change the attitude of the dependent individual is through normative influence. In every group project that I've had, there are evaluations that have to be completed by every individual within the group that allows the professor to know how each member is performing. If we can make sure that the dependent person fears the consequence of a bad review from the other members, this is one way to possibly change the attitude and behavior of the individual that's not participating as much. Compliance is another way to influence the dependent member. If the group members give a direct request of the part in the project that the dependent group member is responsible for, it may help the dependent individual know exactly what is expected of them and change their dependence on the other group members. Using social impact theory will help this situation as well. In my case, I'm older than most students and strive to show my competence in the things that we are learning. That could be used as the strength part of this theory. And there are also usually at least 5 or 6 individuals in a group, so this ensures majority influence. And having frequent in-person group meetings takes care of the impact that immediacy has. The reason for the amount of group work that happens in the social work major is that social workers usually have to work with several other different agencies and individuals in order to meet the needs of the clients that we're working with. I'm sure that over the years of practice that I will be doing, I will run across an individual who is dependent on all of the other agencies, but not willing to put in the work themselves that it will take to successfully help a client. I will be able to apply the same techniques and influences on them as used during the group work for school. I can also use social psychology applications toward dependency on others when I graduate and begin a career as a social worker. One of the main themes that we hear as social work students is self-determination for our clients. Self-determination is the process by which a person controls their own life. Now, we learn a lot about practicing in a way that deters our clients from becoming dependent on us. We practice skills that allow our clients to determine what they can and will do without our influence. And during this time with a client, there are ways to influence a client to be independent without crossing ethical lines. Subliminal messages around my office or the space where I come in contact with the clients would be one way that they could be influenced to be independent and self-determinate. Books strategically placed where clients can see them can be used in this manner. Books like Take Back Your Life, Step Into Your Power, and The Power of Being Yourself should get the message across without saying a word. Inspirational quotes around the office may help with this as well. In fact, I'm saving my 2020 calendar to do just that. Here are some of the pictures on this calendar that I could use. Another way to influence my clients to become independent and self-determinant is to use written affirmations for the client to take home and read each day. Affirmations like, I am the architect of my life. I build its foundation and choose its contents. My body is healthy. My mind is brilliant. My soul is tranquil. I have been given endless talents, which I begin to utilize today. And I possess the qualities needed to be extremely successful. Now, taking these affirmations and meditating on them each day is a positive way to influence this way of thinking. There are many ways that I can use what I've learned to influence the people around me that have dependency issues or just lack the confidence to be independent. These are just a few that I can use while going through school and working in the field as a social worker. Hopefully, by using these techniques, I can influence the people around me to contribute in a way that helps others and builds their self-esteem at the same time.